Hey guys, happy Monday. Hope everybody's having a wonderful morning. What time is it? It's already almost 11 o'clock. Where's the morning going? Hope you guys are having a fabulous Monday. A magical manifestation Monday. All right, guys, just coming on quickly. I was thinking about, good morning, Tiffany. I was thinking about a couple emails I received. And hello from Orlando. Hello, love. Hello, hello. Was thinking about a couple emails I received. Was sent out an email, I think it was Friday. And in essence, it was a message talking about all my years of working so hard and sewing and how you can feel that you can be unseen or unheard in certain seasons of your life. You can feel like you've been looked over. There's been large amounts of time in the years that I've been working, guys, where I felt that I was hidden. And even God prophesied to me through someone one time and said that I was being hidden and God was going to reveal me at a specific time. And one of the things I was thinking about this morning, and even in responses that I got to that email that got sent out, is how often rejection is protection. And it's also giving you guidance. It's also giving you direction. So rejection is not just protection, it's also direction, right? Rejection is protection and course correction, direction. It's spiritual feedback. And so oftentimes when things are not going the way you think it should be going, or when something has not worked out the way you want, or when someone has rejected you, a lover, a friend, right? Hi, Addie. Right? Hi, Violet. When you feel like things have not gone your way, when you feel like something hasn't come through for you, right? Come through for you the way you thought it should. When something hasn't worked out, when someone has left you, good morning, sweetheart. When someone has walked away from you, right? And you love them. When the job hasn't come through that's right for you. When you find yourself in situations where it feels like just the right thing isn't working, isn't happening. Or you feel like, God, how much longer, do I have to wait, right? How much longer do I have to wait for this to happen for me, right? How much longer is it going to take for love to come through for me, for my spouse, my partner to come? I support everyone else in their goals, right? Joan says, when you're almost 50 and you have yet to be married and start a family, right? It's like, Joan is like, how long am I supposed to be waiting? How long, right? To Bink 1010 says, wow, this message coming on after a breakup this past weekend, right? And guys, listen, sometimes it can feel like it's taking longer than it should or longer than expected, that somehow your blessings have been denied. But delay is not denial. Delay is not denial. Just because something can be taking a little longer to come through for you doesn't mean that it's not coming, doesn't mean that it's not coming from a different way, right? That it's coming for you in a very special way. If you're having to wait a little longer than expected for something that you know is the desire of your heart and something you've been praying for and wanting for and looking for, and you feel like you're having to wait a little longer than expected, then expect it to be better than what you're praying for. Expect it to be greater than what you've had in mind. Because as God is at work in your life, processing, preparing you, equipping you, orchestrating all of the circumstances, preparing the right door for you, preparing the right people for you, preparing the right opportunities, the right money, the right situation, right? As God is doing that for you, it's going to take patience on your part. Because that breakthrough, that blessing that is coming, you also have to be prepared for it. You are being equipped. You are being literally processed to be ready for what you're asking for. And so as rejection comes, or as it feels like you feel like giving up, you feel like you're questioning, is this even for me? Is this even what I'm supposed to be doing? Last night when Carrie and I were at the Eric Roberson concert, he talked about his new song, Lessons. Carrie and I love his new song, Lessons. And he gave his testimony about what that song was really about. And he talked about how it was about rejection. It was about things not going your way. It was about being overlooked. It was about you being literally in situations where your heart is getting broken. You're getting denied. People are looking past you and always picking someone else. The opportunities seem to be coming for everybody around you except you. Everybody else is happy in a relationship. Everybody else is happily married. Everybody else is doing their dream job. Everyone else has their dream business. Everyone else is living their best life. And it seems like maybe some things for you that you really desire are on hold. However, what you have to recognize is that you are unique. You're not like everybody else. Your journey is your journey. Your purpose is your purpose. Your heart is your heart. And this destiny, this path that God has you on is very unique to you. So it's not going to happen like it happens for everyone else. Timing for things is different for all of us. For all of us. But that doesn't mean it's not coming. That doesn't mean it's not happening. And all of the situations that you've been in where you look at it and you're like, dang, this isn't happening for me. It's not coming through. Is God protecting you from the things that are not meant for you? That aren't meant for you? In other words, instead of looking at everything and being so heartbroken, recognizing that your processing is so crucial to preparing you for what's really for you. The things that you thought you wanted, guys, thank God we haven't gotten everything that we thought we wanted in certain seasons of our lives. Think about that for a second. Think about all the different situations and seasons you've been in where you wanted something so bad and then come to find out that thing is not for you. And when you look back on it, you know it was God's protection getting you out of those situations, getting you out. But at the time, it felt so devastating. It felt so heartbreaking. It felt so like literally life would never be the same. You had to grieve that loss, grieve that breakdown, grieve that divorce, grieve that breakup, grieve that job where they let you go and you got laid off or fired. You had to grieve the friends that have come and gone. You had to grieve, and it feels like in the moment, like all hope is lost. You're alone, you're isolated. There's no hope. And you feel as if somehow you may have gotten something wrong. Guys, if you are someone who's constantly praying and asking for greater in your life, and you're constantly welcoming in your next level of abundance, right? Right? Joan says, the only thing that helps me is when you said, have you ever considered the fact that marriage could make your life worse? Thinking about that helps. Joan, and that'll help you to stay patient, honey. That'll help you to wait because you don't want the wrong thing. And that's what rejection is, guys. It is protection. Can I tell you how often we have gotten ourselves into situations and we have made choices because we think this is God's best for us. We think this is meant to be. We think this is the manifestation of the dream. We're looking for it and wanting it to be what you want it to be. So you try to make it into the promise. You try to make it into the dream. You try to make it be what you want it to be. And then God has to come in and correct and bring correction to all this stuff you created. And as it's falling apart, you feel like you're falling apart. But in reality, guys, God's just having to correct all the mess you created. He's having to clean up. He's the cleanup crew when you've gone out here and made choices based out of fear, based out of ego, based out of insecurities, based out of validation, based out of low self-esteem, based out of ritual and tradition, based out of fear, persecution, pressure, peer pressure, family pressure, ideas and idealizations, can't get the word out this morning, that had nothing to do with who you authentically are, nothing to do with who God created you to be. And then as you're literally making all these choices and getting yourself into messes that were never truly aligned to your authentic self, Joan says desperation, right? Religion, pressure, ego, fear, doubt, right? And you literally get yourself into all these messes. And then as you're praying and continue to pray for guidance and growth and restoration and abundance, God has to come in because he's answering your prayers. He is answering your intention. You are manifesting greater for your life. You're manifesting love. You're manifesting faith. You're manifesting joy. You're manifesting peace. And you, as you are so serious about getting intentional about those things, God has to come in and clean up all the mess that is blocking what you're now asking for. So then as people are leaving and as people fall off and as divorces come and as you're losing money and losing jobs and losing connections and you feel like you're losing. It's protection. It's guidance. It's direction. God is realigning your life with what you're asking for. It's not really rejection. It's help. It's help. Rescuing you from the messes up ahead. I had to look at my life this year, last few years. I've had to look at my life and look at the people who have come and gone, the opportunities that I thought were going to pan out into something else that never happened. The things that came that weren't a fit for me that I had to say no to, when others would have been looking at it and saying, oh yes, honey, money, status, whatever. And I had to look and say, no, that ain't it. Right? Being true to you, being true to your authentic self, means that you're going to end up losing fake people. You're going to end up letting go of situations that other people would look at and say, oh, that's an opportunity. That's a blessing. No, it's not. It's not for you. That might be for someone else, but it's not for you. So every situation in your life, when you have prayed and given yourself over, when you're praying, see, sometimes you don't understand the power of your prayers. Sometimes you don't understand what exactly you're asking for when you're praying. When you're getting serious about getting healthy, mind, body, and spirit, when you're getting serious, hi Amber, when you're getting serious saying, God, I want my best life, mind, body, and spirit. I want my mental health to be bomb. I want my peace of mind to be bomb. I want my body to be healthy. I want my money to overflow. I want all these things in my life. See, you don't really know or understand because you can't count up the cost. So you don't understand that the things you're praying for set you apart from the people that are around you currently. You don't understand that just having mental health means God's got to get rid of some people or minimize some people because those people don't want mental health and they're a hot mess. And so if you're around them, they got to go because they going to mess with your peace. Young Matter Right says, I want it all, which means we walk a different path, y'all, which means there's a higher cost. There are sacrifices. And see, then when you pray and you're getting intentional about this and you're asking for these things, you're asking for the magical, miraculous anointing of Holy Spirit to orchestrate. You're giving yourself over to say, God, orchestrate these things in my life for this to happen. And when you are giving that over and when you have given permission for that to happen in your life, all of a sudden, a lot of stuff starts happening that you didn't count on because you don't understand the bigger picture of what you've really asked for. So some things don't come quite as easy. Oh, you're not married yet. Guess why you're not married yet? Because you asked for true love. You asked for soulmate love. You asked for healthy love. You asked for love that'll last the rest of your life. You asked for faithful love. You didn't ask for no shimmy shammy, just for the Instagram pictures, just for the clout, just for the title. You didn't ask to just have a normal average relationship with craziness and drama just so you could try to show off for the gram. That's not what you asked for. You asked for soulmate love. You asked for deep soul mate attraction, twin flame, best friend love. And when you've asked for that, there's a whole lot of people married, y'all. But is it awesome? Is it blessed? Is it peaceful? Is it amazing? Does it make them better? No. There's a lot of miserably married people. Miserably married people. You ask for more money and you see other people getting promotions or starting companies, but they're chasing the bag and then they get in the job and they're miserable. You asked for purpose-driven money. You asked to make a difference. You asked to help people. You asked for how you make your money to be authentic and flow and that you love what you do and you're asking it to be aligned with your passions. You're asking it to be aligned with your gifts. You're asking it to be aligned with your bliss. You don't want to do anything that's going to stress you out and have you acting crazy. You want balance in your life. You want to be able to work and make great money. And you also want time with your family. And you want to have mental health and peace. And you also, do you know how many people out here got the bag, but they're a hot mess? They didn't pray your same prayers. They weren't intentional in the same way as you. They just wanted the bag. And so they're stunting and everything on Instagram looks like they got their best life and they got so much money and but you don't know that they can't go to sleep at night. You don't know that that's more money and more problems. You don't understand that, yes, that one area they might have got intentional about to make the money, but yet all hell's breaking loose in every other area of their life because they took some shortcuts, because they focused on just one thing and it wasn't coming from a pure place. It wasn't coming from a pure intention. It wasn't coming from a place of love. It wasn't coming from spiritual alignment. It was coming from ego and a lack mindset. And validation and posturing and, I just gonna show them I got it. I got the bag. Next level, I leveled up. Okay, but are you happy? So you don't realize as you're comparing yourself to other people that what you've asked for might take a little longer. Might take a little more time, y'all. Great things take a little more time. The money you're asking for takes a little more time. The mental health you're asking for takes a little more time. Rejection is protection. God hasn't counted you out. You're not counted out. I don't care what you see going on around you. I don't care how many people you look at and be like, dang, well, she got this, she got that. And I know her personally, and she isn't even the most loving person. She isn't even the most amazing person. Like, no shade, but dang, how is it these people whose hearts aren't even in the right place are prospering beyond me? Why does it feel like my dreams are on hold, that my desires are on hold, and while everybody else is on the glow up and the come up? Because what God has for you is very special. It's very special. It's different than what you're seeing around you. Yes, the optics of what you see and what people show you about their life looks like, oh man, they got it going on. It's so amazing. It's so awesome. You don't realize it's different. You're asking for something special. You're asking for something different. You're asking for something very, very blessed, very abundant. You're asking for your life to be abundant in all areas. What did he say? He said, I want it all. Right? And when you want it all, it means that God is working overtime and coordinating and connecting. He's seeing 10 steps out ahead what you can't even see. I lost a very, very close friend, like a sister, January 1st of this year. All hell broke loose. Lost a friend who was like a sister to me. I just never in a million years thought that she and I would no longer roll together. I thought we were roll dogs. And then as time went by, and I'm having to really be honest and say, I don't know how really truly aligned it had been for a long time. And then you fast forward to this month, guys, and all of a sudden an opportunity came. This breakthrough, this blessing came where I've gotten booked to do a new show on a network. It just came through last week. And I sat back and I looked at the people around me. I looked at everything that's come up to this point before this next level, right? This next level, this breakthrough, this blessing. And I thought about all the stuff that had come before now, right? And how it didn't work out. The things that didn't work out, the people that didn't work out. And you have to realize that everybody can't go with you. Everyone doesn't want to go with you. Everyone's not aligned to who you are and where you're going. Friends, romantic interests, all of the above, guys. Everyone can't go. Everyone's not aligned. Everyone's not going to be happy for you. And sometimes people are actually a liability. And you just don't see it that way because you love them so much. That if you try to take them into certain rooms with you, the doors that God is opening, where God is taking you, that they would have been a liability. That they would have made you block some of your blessings or messed up some things for you because you would have been trying to take them right along with you into situations that they were not ready for. Because out of your love and your loyalty, you would have tried to drag them right along with you through those doors. And it's so important that you accept your losses, that you accept whatever God is stripping away, whatever God is removing from you. Let it go. Let it go. Stop trying to force it. Stop trying to massage it. Stop trying to wrestle it. Stop trying to hold on to it. God is trying to position you for everything you've asked for. Thank you, Nikki. Thanks, guys. And you literally have to be willing to walk into your next season. And whoever is aligned with you and whoever is meant for you is going to still be there. But whoever isn't, God is going to remove. God is going to show you clearly they can't go. It's not for them. This isn't for you. That was an old season. of life. This was for a season, not a lifetime. There's mindsets you have to let go of. There's people you have to let go of. There's fears and doubts you have to let go of. There's a lot you've got to do to be ready for where God is taking you, to answer your prayers. And rejection is protection and direction for you. God is trying to direct you into your new season, further along on your path, and you see it as loss. That's how it feels. It's not loss. It's the promise. God is doing exactly what you asked, but you have to let go. God is guiding you into exactly everything you've asked for. You just didn't know what the true cost would be. The cost is you. You can't stay the same and inherit where God is taking you. You can't stay the same and have a new type of love. You can't stay the same and have new money. You can't stay the same and walk into these new opportunities.
I can't connect to the Wi-Fi network. You might want to check the connection settings in the Google Home app.
It's going to take a new you. And the new you often means new people, new clothes, new look. If you really, really start getting ready for where you want to go and you start taking it serious, see, because you don't have time to get ready. When it comes, you got to be ready. You can't get ready. You got to be ready. And it's actually part of manifestation is by getting ready, you're actually sowing the seeds into the manifestation. You're actually manifesting and bringing it to pass by the process of getting ready. You're saying, God, I know what I asked for, so I'm going to go ahead and act as if I'm going to get ready. I'm be ready for this opportunity. I'm be ready. I'm be ready to walk into my blessings, walk into my dream life. Let me get this going. Let me stop staying stuck where I'm at. Let me get my body together. Let me get my mind together. Let me get into spiritual alignment. Let me leave some of these messy people alone. This isn't the type of people where I want to go. I got to minimize some of this because where I'm going is different types of people. I got to align myself with more of that vibe. Who am I talking to this morning? So as this next opportunity came for me, as this next blessing, breakthrough, right? Hosting my own show on a major network. And it's like, when it finally comes, guys, when it finally comes, everything is going to make sense. Everything that's gone on leading up to it, it's going to make sense. It's all going to come together. God's going to connect the dots and show you why you were inspired to take certain action a year ago. Why you decided to work on this or get this ready, or why you decided to launch this, work on that business. Why you decided to lose the weight last year. Why you decided to get out of that toxic relationship 2 years ago. Why you just went through the breakup last weekend. Because God has some dates out ahead for you. He's got appointments for you with destiny, with your next level, with your dreams, and your name is on it. This is why you keep getting those nudges, why you keep getting inspired action, why you keep feeling like you should be doing something, that you keep getting these nudges. When nothing else in your life There's nothing going on that aligns with that right now where you're like, well, it's not like this. I have an opportunity right now, but you keep being nudged to write the book. You keep being nudged to lose the weight. You keep being nudged to go to counseling. You keep being nudged to go into coaching. You keep being nudged to read the book. You keep being nudged. God is preparing you. God is trying to equip you for what's up ahead. When I started the Rebecca Lynn Pope Show just a few months ago, the very first night I did it, I went into my bathroom and I went into hair and makeup in my bathroom and the hair and makeup department on set to do my hair and my makeup. And I posted it inside my inner circle with my coaches and I said, I just went into hair and makeup like I'm on real set for a show. And I said, if you start acting and being about it, if you start sowing seeds, if you begin to act as if, oh, I'm going to treat this like I'm already on a major network. Let me set up this lighting. Let me go into my hair and makeup, right? Just like I'm on set for an actual show on a network. Let me pretend. Let me do it as if. That was what? July? Early July? Was that early July we launched ROP Show, guys? And just a few months later, 2-3 months later, here comes a contract. Now, guys, let me tell you something. I put on my vision board my own show on the OWN network in 2017. 2017, what is that? 18, 19, 20, 21. 4 years ago, I put on my vision board. I'm going to have my own show on OWN. And when the call came Friday about it coming, about getting chosen, all I could do is sit there and cry. 4 years. 4 years ago, I was talking about what I'm going to do, what I'm going to have. And here it is, 4 years later, manifesting. My former assistant, who was with me through all those years when I wrote my first book and went to Mega Fest, and she was with me through all those years, and I called and told her about the show, and she said, Rebecca, she said, you spoke this. She said, during that, I remember when you wrote it down. I remember when you put it on your vision board. I remember when you began to talk about it. And she said, you have sown and sown and sown into people's lives. You have sown healing and help into people's lives for years. She said, you deserve this. That blessed me so much. Because there can be so many years, guys, where you can feel like you're working and working and working and sowing, and you feel like you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing. And it can feel like other people are passing you up, that breakthrough or that next level that you were expecting comes for others, your peers, the people you started out with, seem to just have gone on and shot to the moon while you're kind of still treading water. But if you'll just wait, the breakthrough is coming. The breakthrough is coming. Your special blessing is coming. And you just have to hold on. Keep working. Did I get tired? Yes. Did I feel like giving up? Yes. But when it comes, it makes everything worth it. Everything worth it. So I'm just speaking from experience. That there's a lot of things that before now that didn't seem to go my way. Yes, Hair Genius of Atlanta feels like nothing is happening. In the seasons of transition, guys, you're going to feel like nothing's happening. You're going to feel like, man, none of this is just working. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired. I need a change. That's how it feels. It's how I have felt all year. All year. But God knows. God knows what's up ahead for you. And it's your job to hold on. Hold on. Wait on God. Wait on God. And guys, this is just the beginning, right? And last week, I was really having a moment. You guys know August was horrible for Carrie and I. We were just going through. And last week, I was just quiet. And I heard in my spirit, hold on. And whenever God has told me to hold on, there's always been something so big coming. And when God said to me, hold on, in my spirit, what he also said is that it's bigger than what you've had in mind. It's bigger than what you've had in mind. And in the split second that I heard that in my spirit, God showed me Carrie and I on a level beyond anything that I've had in mind. Beyond anything that I've been dreaming. And is someone hearing me this morning? Are you guys hearing me? That in that moment when God said it's bigger than what you've had in mind, and God showed me a glimpse of where he's taking us. And I just said, way beyond anything. So if you're waiting and you feel like you've been rejected and you feel like you've been denied, understand that delay is not denial. And that what God is preparing for you and what God's had in mind for you. See, what we often miss is we can have ideas and dreams and desires for our own life. For our own life. But what does God have in mind for you? And what I can guarantee you is that whatever you've had in mind is so small compared to what God has in mind for you. And if you give yourself over to the greater purpose for your life and the greater purpose in God for your life, then there's greater vision beyond what you've been thinking and what you've been seeing, which is why it's slower. Which is why it takes more time. Which is why it feels like you're having to wait. And in the process of waiting, God is preparing us mentally, spiritually, right? Mind, body, and spirit. God is preparing you for this next big vision and dream for your life. So it's time for you to dream bigger. It's time for you to ask for more. It's time for you to maybe scrap some of these ideas that you've had for your life that might have been created out of a season of time in life when you were thinking small or just enough or thinking like those around you. Maybe it's time for a new vision. Maybe it's time for a new dream. Maybe it's time for you to get out of the way. Maybe it's time for you to say, God, have your way in my life. God, if anything I've been looking for and asking for is too small. See, some of you guys are so buried in the day-to-day desires, basic needs, that sometimes it's hard to get your head above the clouds and focus on bigger things. There's more important things than just being married, just having a partner. There's more important things than just owning a home or owning a business. There's more important things than small. There's more important things that God would love to do with your life beyond your basic needs or survival. And if you would open yourself up to be part of that equation, if you would open yourself up to say, God, I want to make a difference. Put me in the game, coach. Well, guess what? God will start orchestrating things that will literally change the total trajectory and direction of your life. Because you now are part of that formula that is going to, yes, Faith, impact others. Greater purpose beyond just your needs and basic wants. Anyway, I love you guys. Blessings in abundance. You're welcome, Carlos. Thank you, sweetheart. You're welcome. Guys, it's Monday. Carrie and I are over here getting ready to get ready. We have a bunch of stuff to get done before this show premieres. A bunch of stuff to be ready for our next level. Joan says, what if you tried to make a difference for years and all of those efforts blew up? Then I would ask for new direction. I would ask God to clarify and show you what's really for you and what's the next assignment. What's the next assignment? Thank you, official gym changer. Congratulations. Thank you, sweetheart. Listen, guys, I love you. Blessings in abundance. Pray for me and Carrie as we're over here preparing and getting ready for our next level assignment. I love you guys. Have a great Monday, and I will see you Wednesday for the Rebecca Lynn Pope Show. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. All right, we love you. Blessings in abundance. I'll see you Wednesday for the show, guys. That word assignment again, right? There it is, sweetheart. Confirmation, right? All right, blessings in abundance. See you soon. Bye-bye.